Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Nathan Nile, and it's been a while. It's been a while. Wow. I'm guessing you've heard the news by now. The sports world as a whole has kind of shut down because of COVID-19. And I don't know about the rest of you, but for me, honestly, it was when sports started shutting down that this whole thing actually started to feel real. Because, it's easy to forget that athletes are still human. Like, I know, like, in my head, they are, but at the same time, you look at a guy like Shaq. I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm not 400 pounds. You look at a guy like Shaq, and it's hard to think of him as like the same species as someone like me. So, yeah, it came as a shock, and so just, but at the same time, for anyone who isn't paying attention, the good and bad news about COVID-19 is that there's very little you can do to actually prevent it. It seems like 80% of us are probably going to get it no matter what we do. And the majority of people who do get it are probably going to survive. That being said, while there's no reason to freak out, I think between being too cautious and not being cautious enough, it's probably better to be too cautious. Let's try to avoid it if we can. You've heard everyone talk about flattening the curve, because if everybody gets it all at once, there will be a lot more deaths. Because a lot of that has to do with, I don't know what it's like for you in other parts of the world, but for here in America, our leadership sucks ass, and we don't have adequate testing. We won't be able to treat that many people, honestly, because our healthcare system just sucks. So, even though for me, it feels on a personal level worse to just drag this thing out for months and just wait while it slowly circulates through everyone, as opposed to, on a personal level, I'd rather we just all get it now and then it's done and we're over with. But from a medical perspective, it's better to avoid the deaths. Because if only a few people get drastically ill here and there, spread out over a couple of months, healthcare can treat them. Now, we can save more lives as opposed to everyone. You got 10 people all trying to shove into one hospital bed, and if we spread out all the medication to all of them, then none of them are going to get enough, and then we have to start picking and choosing who deserves to die more. And that's not a choice anyone should have to make. So yeah, they're recommending, of course, taking good care of yourself. Try not to touch your face, which I know is hard. You don't realize how much you do touch your face on a daily basis until you have to think about not touching your face, and then you notice how often your hand just goes straight to your face. Like me, I know, like, I rub my eyes way too much, and that's something I've had to actively, keep reminding myself, no, don't do it. Constantly try to, just, keep washing my hands, and social distancing for me, that's easy. I've been doing that since I was 12. A lot of other people are like, I can't stand the thought of being quarantined, and I'm like, oh, please God, let me have this virus so I have an excuse not to leave my house for 2 weeks. Please God. Saw it on Twitter, someone put a meme up with a picture, and it's like, just get some Corona, tell your boss, sorry, I can't come in, I got a bad case of Corona. Get yourself a 12-pack of beer. Like, sorry man, I got Corona, I can't work today. I've been quoting Chingy a lot lately. Get a 12-pack of Corona and an ounce of drill. Take a week off from work. But yeah, so for me, the scary part isn't necessarily getting it or how it would affect my life. Really, it's about how it affects the rest of the world around us, because no, there are a lot of people who will bring up the 2% death rate. But if you think about it, well, even though 2% is a relatively low number, if there are 10 billion people on this planet, 2% of that is 200 million. That just shows you how big of a place this planet is, really. 200 million is a lot of people. If we can shave that number by any percent, let's try to do it. And I do feel bad for the people who play sports, because especially the seniors, the high school seniors, the college seniors, the ones who know they're not going on to the next level, and now suddenly their careers have just ended like that, and they're not going to get another chance, and that sucks. Good news is, so far it looks like the NBA, they're going to try their best to put things back on track, where the season, they're hoping it will resume, but it might not pick up back again until July. And so, yeah, you could have a regular season ending in August and playoffs in September, which now I feel bad for MLB because, hey, people actually have a different option. They're not going to watch baseball anymore. Because who wants to watch 16 innings of no scoring when you can watch 4 hours of basketball and then just check the scores after that? Come in the ninth and just see the final ending. So, I keep doing it. So, yeah. My recommendation is, keep living your life. If you can avoid going outside, do it. There's a lot of ways to have fun in your own house. Like me personally, I've been learning how to cook more and more. Just had a bowl of some homemade ice cream that I made. White chocolate with some cinnamon and lavender. I wasn't sure if it would work. I just kind of said, fuck it, let's throw it in and see how it turns out. I enjoy it. I enjoy it greatly. So that's it. Pick up hobbies, learn to cook, play more video games, watch more anime. There are a lot of ways to enjoy your life indoors. Take it from someone who would never leave the house if he didn't have to. I go outside to go to work so I can earn money, or to buy food so I don't die. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to check in that I know this is a sports channel and I try not to talk about real stuff, but this is I just want to touch base to those loyal fans who have stuck around all this time and just say, hey, stay safe, stay healthy, and just keep your head up, because life will go on. No matter what happens, whether we want it to or not, life does go on. So we've just got to survive this, both physically and mentally, and just, try to get life and try to get the world all back on track. So yeah, this has been the Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Nile. Stay happy, stay healthy, and hopefully I'll see you in summer.